press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Russian Kalashnikov have claimed to have found a partner in India and is likely to sign agreement in 2017 for the co-production of AK-100 assault rifles. In an interview to TASS news agency, the chief executive of Kalashnikov said that we have already identified a partner that looks interested and is capable of co-production. He also stated to conclude the agreement in 2017 and will move on towards its practical implementation. The company might launch joint production of automatic weapons in cooperation with a local partner in India. According to the announcement, which was made in 2015, the company has plans of manufacturing around 50,000 rifles per year. Meanwhile, Chief Deputy Executive of Rosoberon Export has said that licensed production of the AK-100 family of assault rifles might be launched in India after the testing of experimental samples in the country.
Warning: terrain.
The Indian Air Force has disclosed that it is equipping its 6 new Lockheed Martin C130J Hercules transport aircraft with Terrain Awareness Warning System, known as TAWS. A solicitation posted by the U.S. Air Force on the U.S. Federal Business Opportunities calls for the delivery of 6 C130Js with the terrain elevation data for the Terrain Awareness Warning System. This TAWS subscription will run for 40 months, starting from the 31st of May 2017 through the 31st of August 2020, and will likely be renewed after. The Indian Air Force currently fields 4 C-130 aircrafts. As with the current fleet, these aircraft will be fitted with defensive aids, Indian-specific communication systems, and chin-mounted electro-optic and infrared sensor turrets. The current C-130J fleet is operated by 77 Squadron, which is based at Air Force Station Hindon, near the capital New Delhi. China and Pakistan have discussed the co-production of ballistic missiles and advanced military aircraft, as the new Pakistani Army chief recently made his first visit to China. This comes barely months after concern expressed by China on India's development of ballistic missiles, as China had slammed the 4th test of India's AGNI-V as a violation of UN Security Council resolutions. The Global Times, a tabloid published by the official People's Daily, reported that China had provided authorization to Pakistan to produce ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, anti-aircraft missiles, anti-ship missiles and main battle tanks in Pakistan. It includes the production of FC-1 Xiaolong, a lightweight and multi-role combat aircraft developed jointly by the two countries. India imported the Bofors guns over 30 years ago, but now India is looking forward to export the ammunition required for the weapon. The Ordnance Factory Board is close to bagging an order to make 155mm shells, which are used in Bofors-type artillery guns, for the Army of United Arab Emirates. The 155mm shells, which are used in Bofors-type guns, which have a range of over 35 kilometers, will be exported by India for the first time. At present, exports are within 20 to 25 crore rupees, and the Ordnance Factory's exports will multiply 10 times once the 235 crore rupees order is finalized. The deal is a part of recent firming up of ties between India and United Arab Emirates. Similar cooperation is being proposed in other sectors too. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi was India's guest during the Republic Day celebrations in 2017. This will be the first ever major defense contract with United Arab Emirates. Even as the guns of 155mm caliber were imported from Sweden in the 80s, the ordnance factories had long back begun making the shells indigenously. India's state-owned Defence Research and Development Organization has handed over the Nuclear, Biological and Chemical Reconnaissance Vehicle (NBC) for induction into the Indian Army. The NBC vehicle is developed by Vehicles Research and Development Establishment for carrying out post-event reconnaissance of nuclear, biological, and chemical contaminated areas. It is capable of collecting solid and liquid samples of biologically contaminated areas, mark the nuclear and chemical contamination zone, and then transfer the reconnaissance data to support formations.
These are basically nuclear and chemical antidotes, nuclear and chemical warfare antidotes. If I explain you, there are certain decooperating drugs which when we take, they take care of the internalized radioactivity of the body and they remove that radioactivity from the body. As you know, there are 3 or 4 significant radionuclides which enter the body through ingestion, inhalation or through wounds. These are cesium, strontium, iodine mainly. So we have made certain drug formulations which take care of these internalized radioactivity, and when they take these drugs, they are removed from the body and they prevent their accumulation in the respective target organs.
After receiving the NBC vehicle, the Indian Army Chief complimented the DRDO for achieving another milestone in their continuing success stories. He was optimistic that at this speed, modernization of Indian Army would move at a much faster pace.